Hi everyone, welcome to my garden. I am coming to you from my vegetable, fruit, and flower garden and my rose garden, all contained in one. Let me spin you around really quick if you're new to this channel. I am Kim, the Southern Daisy, and I am in Central North Carolina, Zone 7B. However, today it feels like we are in Oklahoma where it's always windy, or so I hear. I do not know why we are having so much wind, but we're just going to have to go with it, right? So, as I said, I have a ton of vegetables in my garden, and I have potatoes, purple, yellow, and white potatoes. But the one thing that I really wanted to grow was a sweet potato. So I started a sweet potato, put it in water. The beautiful roots came out. The plant part came out of the top, and then I was ready to plant. Well, I understood that I had to break off those pieces and put those in water, that the leaf part. I had no patience for that, so I went ahead and planted the whole thing. It seems to be doing really well. However, it was just one potato. I really wanted sweet potatoes. We love them. So today at Walmart, I, of course, found some sweet potato plants. I found 6, and so I am going to go over to my, I have a bed that is full of the potatoes, onions, leeks, and chives, I think, and I think that's all that's in there. So I'm going to go over there, and we're going to plant these up in that bed today. And I'm looking over here. I'll take you over and show you real quick. Let's go look. All right, so let me show you. All right, we have my purple potatoes here. We have yellow potatoes here, which I am so excited about the yellow potatoes. That is what I make my mashed potatoes with, and they are like butter. I have some red onions here, white onions I think here, white potatoes here, and then, let's see what else I have. Make sure I don't tell you wrong. I have tiny little leeks that have just started. I have some chives, and then I just have some regular onions. And let me show you this. Is my sweet potato that I started, and it is doing really well. But I don't know. I'm going to go ahead. I really wasn't going to plant on this side, but since I already planted it here, I am going to go ahead and, let me zoom out so you can see. I think I'm going to go ahead and create a row all the way here to match my sweet potatoes. So yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. All right, so I had to steal a hat from my husband because the wind, my hair was going all over everywhere. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the stuff to go ahead and plant these sweet potatoes. Aren't the plants so healthy looking? I'm really excited about these. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get the stuff and get planting. I'll give you a little glimpse at how everything else is doing. My herb bed, I think I'm gonna go ahead and plant nasturtiums all throughout here. And then I'm gonna mulch this bed. And I don't like the look of the bare dirt. And so I'm gonna go ahead and mulch that. I'm probably gonna mulch my flower bed as well. So this is my zinnia bed. These are all my flowers I grew from winter sowing, and a few bulbs, gladiolas, my beautiful roses, and then some amazing weeds. All right, so let's go in here and get everything that we need to plant. All right, we need our gloves, shovel. I need to plant the rest of these gladiolas, don't I? Oh, you know what I've found that I really like? So this tool, This tool is called a mini planter tiller, and I feel like, what is the guy on Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer? Yukon Cornelius. Every time I see this, I feel like I am Yukon Cornelius walking around. But anyway, this is a great tool. It's perfect for making your rows if you are planting, like when I planted my corn, I used this. It looked like I had been drinking when I did my rows because they were like at an angle, but it was a nice, it digs out a nice row is what I'm trying to say. And this side is really good for weeds. I have so many weeds, I'm gonna have to just spend a whole probably year trying to get these weeds out, but that's what I get for putting a garden on top of a backyard. I took it from grass to a garden, and I just think that's what's going to have to happen from here forward. I'm just going to really battle the weeds unless I put a ground cover, mulch, you know. But it's just, this is a lot of space to carry and cover for mulch, so I'm not sure that I want to do that. We will see. Okay, so I've got my tools. I've got my Yukon Cornelius tool. I've got my gloves, my spade, my knee protector, and I think we are ready to roll. Let's go plant some sweet potatoes. You ready? Let's do this. All right, and just like that, we have our row of sweet potatoes. All right, that is done. Something I wanted to share with you. So I also want to not only share the good, but I also want to share the bad with you. And, you know, gardening is trial and error, right? We do things with the best of intentions, and sometimes it goes awry. Well, you know, I think I have said in a couple of my videos, I don't ever use pest control. I don't spray for it on my plants, but I think I mentioned it on my rose update. And so somebody had mentioned Japanese beetles, and I remember they are such a nightmare here. That is one of the biggest pests that we have. They eat my knockout roses, and I have no doubt that they will also eat my my new roses, my hybrid tea roses. And so I decided to do something, and I'm kind of sad that I did it. I had a rose systemic, it was like a feed and insecticide at the same time, so fertilizer and pest control. Well, it was for roses and flowers. So I sprinkled it. It was a full cap full around the base of every single rose, and we had a crazy rainstorm. Well, as I told you, I have this cut flower garden, I guess we're going to call it, of flowers that I had winter sown and that are doing beautifully. And so I thought, you know, I could go ahead and put some fertilizer and insecticide on all over, just sprinkle it evenly here. And then I also put some in my zinnia bed. And a little bit ago, I was just out here looking around, and I noticed something that really makes me sad. So all of the earthworms, I guess the pest control insecticide has killed the earthworms, and that makes me really sad because earthworms are so beneficial to our soil. You know, I always heard in college that the symbol of a healthy soil is earthworms in your soil, and this bed was chock full. So I am really sad to see, I mean, gosh, 100 or more earthworms dried up on the surface. So let me show you. As you can see, it's covered in it. And they were under the surface. They were not on the surface. So I don't know if maybe, you know, the rain brought them to the surface, because like I said, we had a big rain right after I put this out on, let's see, I think I did it Friday. All right, what's done is done. There's nothing I can do about it, but I did want to bring awareness to you. Some insecticides are specific to a certain type, but you know, a broad insecticide can be, you know, devastating to our beneficial insects. And I know that, I've known that, and I guess I just lost my mind and wasn't thinking. So, you know, it does make me stop and think, for next time, you know, I will not probably do this again. I'll just stick with my fertilizer and, you know, try and, do my organic, this is not an organic garden. You know, there are a couple things that you can do organically to control the pest, and generally that's what I do. So, I love, you know, I love animals, and I just would never want to be harmful to them, even if they are pests. That's not who I am. So I feel really, really bad. As I said, there's nothing I can do about it, but just bring awareness to it. And, you know, just read the label and know that, you know, there's a chance that you could also kill things that unintentionally you weren't trying to treat for. So just be mindful of that. And I hope that also helps you. I want to thank you so much for coming along with me as I planted my sweet potatoes. I can't wait to see how they look, how they fill in, and I am excited to see what this garden is going to bring about this year. So I hope you get a chance to go out and, you know, plant something in your garden and get your hands dirty. And I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will see you again in another video. Thank you for taking time to spend with me. I really enjoyed it. Take care, everybody.